Hey, this is Bears Illustrated, and I'm here with class of 2022 Baylor commit defensive lineman Tre Emory. How's it going, Tre?
Oh, good, man. Yes, sir.
Thanks for doing this.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. No problem.
So let's start with this. You had a bunch of offers. Your final six came down to schools including Arizona, Oklahoma State. What was it that made you decide to choose Baylor?
Uh, just the culture, man. I knew I didn't want to come in until I actually, took visits, but they always been at the top of my list. But when I went up there, the coach is just cool, and like it just felt like home, and I was like, I don't want to take no more visits. Like this is where I want to be.
Was it something specific about the culture? Was it just how the coaches treated you?
Um, like it's like they're a family, and like throughout the whole recruiting process, they showed me love. Like it wasn't no show me love one month and I don't hear from them the next. Like during the whole time span, I heard from them like every day. That was just a big key for me.
What would they be saying to you? Just like chatting you up or specific things football related?
Yeah, football related. Basically checking up on me and my grades. How was I doing? My family. My mom and them had a good relationship. So once I got to go with my mom, it was hard to turn them down.
That's funny. So your mom and your family are excited that you're going to Baylor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How's your relationship like now with the coaches, with the defensive line coach, defensive coordinator?
Oh, it's good, man. It's good. What you call it? I mean, they know I'm coming home, so it's just at this point, it's a matter of time until I get there.
Gotcha. When you committed, the Bears were coming off a low point, kind of. They had just gone 2-7. The defense wasn't great. Did you expect them to turn around this quickly?
Yeah, I did because I know the new staff they went through the COVID year, so I wasn't gonna be like, oh, they had one bad year, I'm not going there.
Right.
And then like once I see how they like the coaching style, I'm like they're gonna be all right this year. Like I don't expect them to be like that. Just coming up here and clearly they
Yeah.
went 12-2.
Yeah. In one of your previous interviews, you said that you wanted to bring an intensity to the defensive line. What does that mean to you, and what do you see yourself doing to bring that intensity?
Um, that means a lot to me because, like, a lot of people care about the skill players. You know what I'm saying? Running backs, cornerback. But once you like, it's hard to beat a team when you got an offensive line and defensive line. So that's very key to me. I just want to bring energy up there. I just want to get better and win my Big 12 championships and eventually go to the net.
Love to hear that.
Yes, sir.
So, have you been talking to any of the current defensive linemen or former defensive linemen at Baylor?
Yes, sir. I've talked to a few of them. Actually, the current ones. Yes, sir. I have.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind saying which guys have you talked to, and then what have they rubbed off on you?
I talked to John. He was actually my host. He would speak me the game. How it's gonna go. I asked him personally how he felt about the coaches. Just to hear what he had to say. I talked to Apu. What you call? I talked to I forgot his name. Number 95. I don't know how to say it, man, but you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I talked to a lot of them. They had a lot of good things to say about the coaching staff. So once I heard good things from them, I was like, I'm comfortable making that decision.
Gotcha. What are your biggest goals for your first year at Baylor, both your freshman season and then your freshman year at Baylor in general?
My freshman year, my biggest goal is getting in the college shape, of course. And whether I play a lot, whether I don't, I just want to experience. You know, I just want to experience that. Freshman year, being behind guys that know what they're doing. So my freshman year is just getting comfortable with the team. Honestly, I don't I'm not gonna like set big goals yet. I just
Hmm.
want to see where I end up.
Are there any aspects of your game that you're focusing on right now, and what are you doing in the off season to work on your game?
I want to work on my hands more, a little more, and building up my motor, of course,
Okay,
because of course, I got to get into college shape before doing either one of those. So once I get those two down, the sky's the limit for me. I feel.
gotcha. Do you have friends that are playing in college right now that could help you with that?
Um, not too really. I have a teammate that went to Arkansas State, but he's in my class, so
Oh,
he's
okay.
still getting in the hang of it. But I had former family members that went to Baylor and
Okay.
had success. So.
Okay. Have you been in contact with any of the other 2022 recruits?
Oh yes, yes. So we talk a lot. We have a recruit chat. We check in on the daily. We got some that's enrolled early, and then of course some that's enrolling in June. So we talk a lot.
Did you think about enrolling early?
Yes, I did. I really I thought hard about it. And I mean, if I had the choice again, I probably would do it. But then again, I want to finish my track year.
Gotcha. So is that the biggest reason you decided not to for track?
Yeah, and another thing, I just wanted to enjoy the last 6 months of my mom before I head off.
Yeah, that's very fair. Um, from your visits to Baylor, what did you take away from those? Like I know you talked about the culture, but just like visiting the campus, the football stadium, things like that. What were your biggest takeaways?
Um, the stadium is very. I love the stadium. Like when I walked in, it felt good, and being at the game, I'm like, wow, like it's just imagine playing here. And like I don't know, it give me chills just thinking about it. So I mean, a lot of the facilities, the weight room, the strength coach, it goes down the line. Like everybody is great up there. So I was like, why not Baylor?
So tell Baylor fans, what are they going to be watching in Tre Emory as a Baylor football player?
On the field, they're gonna get everything out of me. I promise you that. I trust the coaching staff to get me where I want to be. They gonna get a dog. Of course, we're gonna have a good defense. And there ain't nothing to worry about. Off the field, I'm gonna be an even better person, have good character, and just be a good person. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too much to expect, but they can expect good things from me for sure.
And what are your long term goals for your Baylor football career and then your football career in general?
Of course, my goal is to, if everything goes as planned, leave in 3 years, and of course, chase the dream of going to the NFL draft. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with staying my 4 or 5 years to get my degree or whatever, doing what I got to do, and then eventually go to the draft. But the ultimate goal is to get to the league, of course.
Gotcha. Do you have a favorite team that you'd love to play for?
Oh yeah, Dallas Cowboys. That's my team.
Ooh,
That'll
ooh,
be crazy.
yeah. Um, is there anything else that you want to add that stood out to you about Baylor that you'd want to tell fans?
Ain't much, man. All I can say is can't wait till August till we get started. I cannot wait to get up there and what you call it, make the Baylor family proud.